clapping it up. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Is it Dorothea or Dorothea? If it's Dorothea, press 1. If it's Dorothea, press 2. What's up, Tracy? Tracy, you beat me down. I'm gonna admit this right here on this feed. Tracy Nesbitt Hitton is beating me down in Words with Friends. So shout out to you, Tracy. I hope you just playing. I hope you ain't doping over there. I hope you playing a clean game. I kind of trust that you are, but I am getting beat down by Tracy Nesbitt Hitton in Words with Friends, beating everybody else up. But and I don't know if what's up, Carla Clark? Yeah, she's like, good morning, chef. Y'all know what it is. I'm trying to decide what I want for breakfast. I went over to Starbucks. I went to pay for my coffee. I gave him $2 because it's $1.89, and they was like, no, he gave me $1 back. It's $1. So for the next 2 weeks, I think they're running some special where the coffee is $1. Hey, Sheena C. Brown from the Netherlands. Welcome to the conversation. Jasmine in Chi-Town. What's good? What's good? Woo! Went to the gym this morning. Just dropped Ross off. Got me some coffee, and now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for breakfast. Whether I want a breakfast sandwich. I know, listen, Tracy, it's some wordsmiths out there, and I know some of y'all wordsmiths be like, yeah, come on over here to Words with Friends and let me stick this foot in your ass. And so, yeah, you over there, throwing some real hard body shots, but I'm going to take them. And you know what it is? I'm going to admit this. So I really enjoy playing Words with Friends, but I kind of get caught up in my work day and then trying to do this. And if I play it to be competitive, I have to be focused playing some folks. And Tracy, you're one of those people I just remember I got to be focused playing, because if I'm not focused, I'm not going to win. So just know that if I play you when I play you moving forward, I'm going to be super focused because I got to get a W up under my belt. Just to show you that it ain't all games over here. But I can tell already you ain't for no games with Words with Friends, so I shout you out. What's up, Cindy Garnett? Yes, and Cynthia Lowry, welcome to the conversation. How is everybody this morning? And Rod Michelle, is it Rod Michelle? What is it? Y'all be tricking y'all names out on Facebook. I'm going to say it's Michelle, but you put Rod Michelle. So Rod Michelle WJ, happy birthday to you, Sag. Sag Nation, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the year. Ivy, yeah, I should have just said Rod. Happy birthday, Rod. Yeah, in Michigan, 15 degrees. I don't envy you at all. Y'all can have that. What's up, Sandy Cook? Welcome to the conversation. Derek Braxton, welcome to the conversation. Good morning, good morning. Deneen Womack, good morning. Yeah, what's good, Felicia Washington, Sag Season, yes. La Crystal. How y'all feel this morning? Everybody good? Everybody have a good night's rest? I was going to go to my office. April and I posted the picture. We went to D.L. Hewley and his wife LaDonna's Christmas party last night, and we got back home, and I was going to go to my office to do some work late last night, and I had a little piece of pie and some ice cream, and I don't usually eat ice cream because it's milk and it's not good for us. I don't think milk is good for us. And I ate that little piece of ice cream and pie, and my body was like, hey, brother, you might want to go ahead and lay down. And so guess what I did? I went and laid down. I'm seeing Mike Epps tomorrow in San Antonio. Mike is in San Antonio tomorrow? Nope, I didn't get that phone call. Yeah, I didn't get that call. I got to head to New York. I do my show in New York this Sunday. So I'm headed off to New York. It would have been nice to come through San Antonio, but, have a good time. What venue is Mike playing tomorrow in San Antonio? I didn't even know. But you know what is funny about Mike and those guys? They will call me last minute. They're likely to hit me tonight or tomorrow morning to come to San Antonio, which is annoying as all hell. But I'm going to be purchasing my ticket today to go to New York. So I don't know how they're going to work that out, but oh well. Hey, Jonna. Yes, I remember Jonna. Jonna, you in LA? Okay. April and I are trying to figure out, we either want to do a hike. We were going to do a hike at Runyon Canyon for our LA folks, but we're trying to work that out right now. So stay tuned for that information. In Runyon Canyon over here off of Laurel Canyon, they got a nice little dope round area where you can go during your hike to sit and have a conversation. So we're going to see if we can set that up because I think that'll be dope if we do a hike and then find this area to go and sit and have a round table discussion about relationships and family and all of the good stuff that we usually talk about. So stay tuned for it for our LA folks because I want to get it done sooner than later. Also want to do a kickball tournament in LA if we can get enough After I Do folks to come out. That'll be kind of dope. I am 2018. I'm going all in on this After I Do platform. So y'all should just stay tuned. We really need to just work on getting the numbers up. So if everybody could share the platform and tell more folks about me and April, get more folks over here on the platform engaged. Yeah, Nikki, kickball, I think would be a dope thing. I was thinking softball, but kickball, I think. So there's a couple of things that I want to do, right? Obviously, April and I are going to come out on the road. I actually thought I had somebody engaged who worked for an airline that was going to put me and April on their flight pass situation so that we can use that to get around. And the dude was like, oh, my bad. The airlines changed the thing. Now I only got one pass. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Right? So that's not going to work out. However, I'm going to try to figure out a way to get our flight stuff straightened out just so we can start to come out on the road in 2018. And when we come out, I think on top of doing the roundtable discussions or whatever version of the conversation, and I keep coming back to this word conversation because that's the thing is like, in everything in all of the conversations that I'm having with folks, especially the couples, what I keep landing on is like, yo, you just need to have the conversation. So many people in these relationships get stuck because nobody wants to have the conversation about the thing. Right? Nobody wants to have the conversation about the big mountain that's right in the middle of the road and you're driving down the road and so you just stay stuck. So y'all in this vehicle driving down the road, big ass mountain right in the middle of the road. The car comes to a standstill and nobody wants to talk about the goddamn mountain that's right there. And that's what's happening in these relationships. So I keep coming back to this thing is like, let's just have the conversation as the theme to what April and I are going to do on the road, right? Invite people to have the conversation. Now, on top of doing that on the road, I think we also want to do something fun. And two things stand out to me. I love the roller skate. And I think kickball, when I think about kickball as an experience, it's something that men and women can do. That people seem, whenever you see people playing kickball, it just feels fun. Kickball, it feels fun. So those are the two things I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, is it Sonia? Sonia Wilson, you got to have a conversation. If you're without the conversation, what are you doing? Hey, Crystal Chandler, welcome to the conversation. So kickball, roller skating, trying to figure that out. Then welcome to the conversation may actually be the name of the tour because I think it speaks to what so many people need to focus on. But also there are things like hiking that just seem to be easy to do and people seem to get something out of it. Melissa, right? If roller skating is your thing, you better spell it correctly on this feed for people to look at you crazy. Flag football, fair and I don't know. A lot of females don't really appreciate flag football. I think more females would appreciate kickball over flag football. Felita, welcome to the conversation. Good morning. Hey, Ruth Holmes. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, again, first time viewer, Adrian, welcome to the conversation. Glad to have you. So there's a lot of things to be worked out is my point. And April and I are busy trying to work them out. So yeah, Chevelle said kickball, definitely. Sade Barnes, first time catching us live or catching me live. Unfortunately, I don't have April today again, because April is at work. Talking all the time. Michelle Green, thank you so much. So Nikki Vasquez, you said you don't like the talking all the time. Sometimes you just want to be, but sometimes there are issues. Yeah, we all just want to be, but sometimes there are issues that have to be worked out. Tracy, so you're saying how about a relationship workshop? Just tell me what you think that is comprised of. Because again, I do have a vision for a larger thing. Like when I talk about the Vegas weekend, I don't think we can pull it together for 2018, but I do want to do a relationship, love and laughter weekend in Vegas for Valentine's Day 2019. I think that is going to be the way to go. And we'll take over, have a relationship with Planet Hollywood in Vegas. One of my buddies is the host over there. So no, Stephanie, never for only married couples. Yeah, people keep seeing After I Do and assume this is a platform for only married couples. But no, it's not just for married couples. I think there are some things that we want to do that will be for married couples, but there's also some things we want to do for singles, for those that are dating, for those that are looking to get into that space. I think there's some information that we can share that I believe will be super helpful. So, but this platform is for anybody that's interested in being in a relationship, or, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a family relationship, I think there are plenty of single people that have responded to the information that April and I share on this platform that will say they've benefited from it. All right. Cruises, you know what, Farrah? When we get to the point where April and I feel confident we have enough people following us, then we will venture into the cruise space. But we have to do some smaller things first and build some success and to be able to substantiate the first pieces to this platform before we embark on, the larger opportunities like a cruise. Because trust me, you're not the first person to suggest it, and I've definitely thought about it. But again, that's something that Crystal Chandler said, just come. Do you know how many times April has told me that? But again, we have to solidify the first pieces first. And the April and I coming out on the road is the way to go. So to have the conversation. Yes, definitely a great idea for single people to be included. Yes, we always want to include the single folks. Nobody should feel isolated. So I know that I'm 95% sure April and I are going to do Martha's Vineyard again next year. We didn't do it this year because of the situation with Royce going to school and us having to go and drop him off. But next year we should be free and clear. And I know that was one of the considerations for inviting folks up to Martha's Vineyard to be a part of a After I Do experience there. No, Val, April would not be there on Sunday. If she was there on Sunday, trust me, I would set something up for Saturday. But as I'm going out on the road now in 2018, that's one of the things that I'm looking at is how I can get April out to some of these cities with me as I'm out touring with Mike Epps and other people. Is it Yulin Figuera? Yulin Figuera. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yes, we will absolutely make sure we continue to think about and include the single folks. It's important because I used to be single, so I know what that's like. Nikki Vasquez, April. I still don't care for them, just not my thing. April, me? April's not here unless there's another April. Dwayne Williams, welcome to the conversation, bro. Glad to have you. Let's see. Anything else going on? Detroit is snowed in. Whew, boy, Detroit and Chicago. I had a bad time in Chicago once, years ago with that snow. Felt like I was about to lose my fingers in the cold, but... Oh, a different April. Okay, I got you. Katina Jackson, the podcast. Excuse me. By the way, side note, this is that time of the year where it's getting cold. So please make sure you check your nose for boogers. And also make sure you check the corners of your eyes for eye boogers, all right? Don't let your significant other or your friends go out into the universe with boogers in their nose and boogers in the corners of their eyes. Avenel, we talking about whatever you want to talk about. London is in the house. Yulin, that is good to know. I have had a couple people asking us to come to London. So hopefully, as we continue to grow, at some point when we start going out on the road, London will be on the menu. Nikki, enjoy your day. Folks is calling you. Go get that work done. The podcast, though, yes, I am trying to find the right venue and the right platform to be able to launch the podcast. And eventually that's where this is all going anyway. Because we get to the podcast and the podcast will become a version of the TV show. And ultimately that's what it's coming down to. But what I would really like to do is get this whole situation redone. So this is the space that it all happens in. Mary Carr, hope you feel better. I'm glad you got your refund. And Mary Carr, you can let folks know that I do not play around on the business side when it comes to these t-shirts. If you do a refund or anything like that, or if your size doesn't work out and you inbox me, I'll take care of that stuff immediately. Am I cooking today? I don't know. I know April made oatmeal this morning, so I think I want to just eat the oatmeal. I was thinking I wanted a salmon scramble or a breakfast sandwich, but I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, Avenel, you got your side hustle going. That's exciting. Kimberly Batson, good morning. So Robbie Burns, I'm going to take a few questions. Let's get into the platform today, because what I want to do is start getting more into the purpose of the platform, which is addressing relationship issues and family questions and trying to be a resource. So y'all know how it goes. I'm going to see if I can take a few questions. If you have a question, if you want to have a conversation real quick, just throw your hand up or say add me, and I will dial you into. You can do the videos. Those who want to listen can podcast and view on YouTube, etc. Yeah, listen, Katina, I used to have a podcast on the comedy side, and I'm actually working on. Hey, Jasmine Cameron, another podcast on the comedy side. But these podcasts are in order for them to be successful, you really got to make sure you're on the right platform. And you have to make sure you have the right mechanism to promote them and get it out there so people know where you are and know where to find you. So that being said, I will get it worked out. Arnetta, I don't know what's for breakfast yet. By the way, Maria, you asked about the weather here. The weather here in Cali is amazing. Is amazing. Am I growing a beard? I don't know. This will probably get shaved. Sometimes I'll let this grow out. Sometimes, who knows? So Francis Fairhard, you asked, when are you starting visiting different states and cities, trying to platform visiting one of your followers may need your assistance, something more real and not sugar-coated. Francis, do you think this stuff is sugar-coated? I don't think that's what you were intending to communicate, but certainly none of this is sugar-coated. And when people have real questions or something more serious, then they can inbox me and April, and we usually address offline. But I hear what you're saying, and I just literally addressed that a little while ago about coming out on the road. So April and I are working on the tour for 2018 coming into these cities. We're working on it. But what people don't take into account is that it takes a lot of resources to be able to put this stuff together so that, again, April and I can, thank you, Michelle Green. April has to step away from her work. I have to be able to step away from my work and to be able to come out on the road. So it's going to happen. But again, it has to be planned properly. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because if it's not put together the right way, then it won't be successful. And I'm just not in the space to come out and do something half-assed. It's got to be done the right way. So that's what it is. But we will be out on the road. 2018, we coming. 2018, we coming. We coming to have the conversation. And it's going to be real because I think what you all don't realize is that you all have now downloaded so much information in me in particular because I'm probably a little closer to the platform than even April is, right? Because April's off to work and I have more time because I work for me. I have my own business. I have the opportunity to stop my day and say, you know what? I feel like going to check in with the family today. I feel like checking in on an After I Do platform and connecting with the folks. Hey, Lakita Humphrey, welcome to the conversation. So I have the benefit of being more in touch with you all than even April is because the inbox questions hit me first and I'm usually the one responding and everything. And I go, oh, shit, this is a real issue. Oh, this person has a real concern. Oh, we can use our platform to address this to help this person get over the hump. And I just believe in it. I know it's possible. I know you don't need TV. So often people get caught up in chasing television because they want to have a TV show. And it doesn't have to be that. Social media can be enough. If we are just willing to do the work together, this platform can be enough. Honey Dip Valentine. Thank you, Bettina Johnson, for sharing. It really can be enough, but we really have to embrace the notion that we have to build it together. You have to be a part of the building, right? You have to want to go, oh, let me make sure I check back in with April and Royale to see how they're doing. Because we're only going to be able to come out on the road based on the amount of support we have from you all. Tanika Snow, I'm glad we've been able to support you. There's a lot of good information being shared on this platform because, again, you all are willing to open up and have these conversations. And I'm telling you, the more this platform grows, you all are going to see me and April make a larger investment into the platform, i.e. the website is going to change. You're going to get more information from more people outside of this platform. More people are going to want to come on. When we switch this around and we invite some of our friends to come in, you're going to see some folks open up. We were at D.L. Hewley's house last night for a Christmas party. And I had a conversation with his wife, LaDonna Hewley, and just like her sharing her story to me was like, oh my God, I got to get you. We got to get you all over here to have this conversation. And they'll come. But I just want it to be the right setting and the right setup so that you all get the value, right? As the family, you all get the value out of it. So that's what it is. But I'm charged up. I'm charged up right now. I feel good. It's important. What I'm learning now, it's important to get a good night's rest. You got to take care of yourself. You got to be in good health and good spirit. Sometimes you just got to stop yourself and go, what do I need for me? Is it Andrea or Andrea Johnson? I think it's Andrea. Peace and blessings to you too. Okay, so this is what I got to do because I can't. What's happening now is some of you all want to type your questions to me. And because there's, over 100 people, now 171, and then sometimes it gets up to 500, 600, 700 people on here, this feed is moving so fast that I can't read your long question, and then it'll have more, which means I can't do it. So I say, if you have a question, just like either use the icon or emoji to raise your hand so I can see you raising your hand, or say add me, and I'll try to add you to the conversation. And this is all I ask. I ask you 3 things or a couple things. If I add you to the conversation, your phone is going to ring. Just be prepared to come onto it and square yourself up like I am. Don't be in the bed and have your phone like this and be like this off camera asking a question. If you have a question or if you want to join the conversation, square up in your camera like this, because it's going to be a side-by-side so that everybody can see you and hear you properly. Introduce yourself. Say, hi, my name is, tell me what city you're in. Ask your question. If the question requires you and I to stay engaged and to stay on, cool, stay on. But if it doesn't, I'm going to say, okay, we're going to address your question, because what happens is the rest of the family will be weighing in with some good information. And because we're squared up in that forgot what they call it, this side-by-side thing, I won't be able to see other information scroll on the scroll or on the feed. So I want to try to perfect that system of doing things so we become more efficient at getting people in and answering questions and sharing more information so that the feed becomes more robust. Split screen. Thank you, Takar McMillan. My brain, sometimes the coffee don't hit this side of it. So when I drink my coffee, I have to do like that. How would I add my emoji? Sandy Cook, if you just go to your emojis, don't you have emojis on your phone? And look through it, there's going to be the little girl that with her hand up. Marie Bagis. All right, Marie. Oh, Maria. I'm sorry, not Marie. Maria. I got to get my glasses on. Maria, I'm coming to you. Let's make it happen. Square it up, side by side. Let's get it. Y'all know when I do this, when I start clapping, I'm excited. I feel good today. Went to that gym first thing this morning, so I feel good. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Boom, boom. Okay. So Maria says you declined the invite. I don't know what that's about, but if you're not prepared to take the call, don't say add me or do that. Come on, we're all grown folks on here. I will say this. I'm excited about this platform because for the most part, we've only had grown people on this platform. There's been no disturbances. We've had to deal with one person that I had to block and ban because she was being disruptive. But for the most part, I get excited to come back to this platform because I'm dealing with folks that I know and I trust that, oh, okay, I don't have to make a closed group, right? This is still an open page. And I know sometimes our page gets shared and new people come on, they don't know what it is, but very quickly they find out what it is. And, let's keep it grown on this page. So if you ask to be invited, then I'm going to come to you. Be prepared to take the call. If you're not, don't decline the call and have me waste my time because now you just made somebody else lose the opportunity. What's up, Yasmin? Good morning. See, and again, Maria, Pagis, now you're saying do it again. I don't have the patience to do it again. This is not what this is. This is not, we're not in high school. This is grown folks over here. As we get closer to Christmas time, what I also want to do is share this piece of information to all my folks and the family out there. Is like, don't overwhelm yourself trying to go do too much above and beyond and putting yourself in a space where financially you're starting 2018 off in a deficit. You know what I mean? Like trying to play catch up. The meaning of Christmas is not in gifts. Sure, we all want to be able to provide. And if we have loved ones and children especially, we want them to be able to have that experience of waking up early and having something to open, because it is an exciting thing, right? But it shouldn't be to the detriment of our financial health and our emotional stability. Or I'm going to switch that around. Our emotional health and our financial stability. We shouldn't wake up on December the 26th going, oh my God, I spent too much money. Oh my God, I can't. Now I got to try to figure out how to pay Peter, and now putting this on credit cards just because I want this person to have something. And that's not the meaning of Christmas. That's not a great gift to give to yourself. Right? Isn't that? That don't even make sense. And people do it. Yet people do it year after year after year after year. Just because they want to have people have a certain feeling that one day of the year. That one day of the year, they want people to have a certain feeling like they were cared about. Right? But if you truly care about that person, your significant other, your children, you will do what's financially responsible on that day so as to not put yourself in a situation where now psychologically you're not available to them the rest of the year or moving forward because you're so caught up on trying to catch up financially that you're in dire straits emotionally and psychologically, right? So now you become less patient, you become snappy because the bill collector is calling all the time, right? And you're trying to figure out how you're going to get that money to keep this from getting cut off. Well, you went out and bought a $300 pair of Jordans. You went out and bought a $500 gaming system. You went out and bought a $2,000 flat screen TV, right? That's money that could have went towards keeping the gas on. That's money that could have went towards a used car, a decent used car. I bought a decent used car, a Saturn one time. A Saturn for $1,500. And it was a good car. Had miles on it, sure, had 87 or 90,000 miles on it. But guess what? It didn't require a whole lot of gas to fill it up. It was a solid car, right? And it got me from A to B when that was the only piece of transportation that I had. When me and April were struggling, right, and I had to go get something, that Saturn was the thing that got me from A to B. And I promise you, even I remember me and Anthony Anderson was doing those comedy show, my show in New York. And he was like, yo, come scoop me up. I was like, I got the Saturn. He's like, I don't care. Come get me. Go scoop him up. He's on TV. He's like, come get me in the Saturn. Scoop them up. It don't matter, right? What matters is that you're working to create a solid foundation for yourself. A solid foundation for yourself so that when you wake up in the morning, you're not being overwhelmed with what's going to get cut off, right? I'm telling you, it's okay, Maria. If you push yes, I'm coming back to you. I'm not trying to be short, Maria. I apologize if I came off a certain kind of way, but what I want is folks on this platform to act like grown-ups. And I had an experience 2 weeks ago with somebody that wasn't acting like a grown-up. So now I just don't have the patience for people who aren't acting like grown-ups on the platform. And I may have, again, put that energy on you where it was unnecessary. So Maria Pegues, Maria, I'm going to come back to you. Where you at? Let me find you, Maria. And again, sometimes the scroll don't scroll all the way like it's supposed to. So now I have to physically do it. Now I'm trying to find you, Maria. Let me try to find you, Maria. Be patient with me. Because it's all love. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so good right now. Y'all have, what's up, Van Lowry Jr.? Welcome to the conversation, bro. And Van asks, how's everyone doing, which is always appreciated. I'm telling you, y'all, it's family over here. It's family over here, and I can feel it. We're growing something special. We're doing something very, very unique over here with this platform. And don't be fooled that thinking just because it's Facebook that it ain't real. It's very real. And I'm telling you, I can tell. Maria Pagis, your phone about to start ringing. Let's get it, Maria. I'm coming back to you. Don't take them thumbs and hit the right button this time. Square up in the camera, Maria. Let's get it right. Let's get it tight. Maria, what happened? Is your phone ringing? No? Maria may have to get back to some more important things. Oh, Maria now is saying can't invite this guest. What happened? You blocked me, Maria? She might have said, you know what? You talking about blocking me? I'm gonna block you, sucker. Yeah, Paula says, look, her and her husband do Christmas any time of the year. Right? That's what it's about. Patricia Curtis. What's up, Patricia? Ain't nobody say let's go chef. But I guess I ain't cooking yet, so it ain't time to say let's go chef. But I feel like oh my goodness. Ooh. See that? I had to stretch my back. I feel pumped up today. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I feel so excited about 2018 and all of the stuff that April and I have been working on. And April been working her ass off and really, really growing in the industry as a set costumer and making a name for herself. And, you know, she just built this by herself. April just went out there and said, okay, cool. We got to get some things popping. All right, let me get to work. April's been a stay-at-home mom. But when it's time to drop shit in the second gear, she's like, no, I got you. It's not like I'm not afraid to work. I can go get it. And she's like, if that's what you need me to do, then let me go build something. Let me go put it together. Made a couple of phone calls, connected to some folks I know, and called this person. And next thing you know, she went again. She's told the story. Went from PA on Secret Life of Bees to now being one of the lead costumers on this movie, Glow. Is it Glow? Y'all know I don't. Yes, Glow. But she's a hustler. April is a hustler, and that's what I like. You know, when you got somebody that's side by side with you, helping you build what you believe in, build what you believe in, build what you know is out there for you, right? Take a chance. Give yourself permission. I've said this before. So many people can't build what they want because they don't believe in it. They don't give themselves permission. Elisa, that's right. Let's go, chef. Hey, Nikki, I'm not cooking anything yet. What I'm cooking is this energy with y'all. Yeah, when y'all say let's go, chef, I get pumped up. Hey, but Willie J. Van, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is when I say me and April have a partnership. It ain't no, oh, I'm the man of the house, so I'm in charge, or I'm da da da. No, we got a partnership. Both of us bring 100% of ourselves to the relationship to build what we believe in. And it's our marriage. We live it on our terms. We do what we want to do for us. Patricia Curtis, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'll grow the 5 o'clock shadow out. Sometimes I'll beard it out. Sometimes, you know, I go get the cut and colors. I got rocking the gray right now. But who knows? I might step into that Beijing time capsule. And as I tell my barber who also cuts and colors my hair, I say, yo, man, take me back to 1988. So, but again, that's just what it is. But build what you believe in, right? Bring your whole human being self to a relationship. Stop giving these people the half version of you. I'm only going to get this person so much of me to start the relationship and then see how that goes. And then maybe if I feel this way, I'll give them a little bit more of me. Like, what? The fuck is you talking about? But yet you want that person to give their whole, you want them to not misrepresent who they are, but you only bringing a piece of you to the relationship? How in the hell is that supposed to work? It's not. Because now you're actually in that, you're sending a representative. The half version of you is a representative of the whole version of you. Hello? Come on, man. I'm cooking up this real information today, y'all. The half version of you is a misrepresentation of the whole version of you, which is never going to work. So I listen. I can tell you this. I can't tell you a lot of things, but what I can tell you is at 48 years old, I've dated enough. I've been in enough relationships. I've had enough sex. I've been intimate enough. I've had enough love relationships. I'm healthy enough. And I'm married and grown enough to tell you that it's only going to work when you bring your whole self to a relationship. Because, like, aside from trying to bullshit the person you're trying to build something with, you can only bullshit yourself for so long, and that's the reality. At the end of the day, even in a marriage, like, the question becomes, like, how long are you gonna try to bullshit yourself? You can only do it for so long. Like April tell me, everything that go in the wash, Royale, got to come out in the rinse, and I think about that every day. Everything that go in the wash got to come out in the rinse. It's good coffee. Love a good cup of coffee, don't you? Don't you love a good cup of coffee? Passed up the donuts, trying to get myself right. Oh my goodness. We went to the party last night, and so I ran into Morris Chestnut, who, like, Morris Chestnut, Kevin Hart, obviously The Rock, but there's a couple of brothers that I run into, not The Rock, because I don't have a relationship with him, but I run into Morris Chestnut all the time, and I always look at this dark-skinned dude, and he's in great shape, but he stays in the gym, so I bump into him. I got 2 different gyms that I go to, but there's one of them by my office that I go to, and I'll bump into Morris. And me and Morris know each other. We just don't have a tight relationship, but because of our wives, me and April is cool with his wife. We're starting to get closer, so we keep running to each other. But I'll see him at the gym. This dude, I see why he works and why he's in the shape he's in, because he puts in the work. And I'll go to the gym and I'll do the work, but then I'll see a donut, and a donut be like, "Hey, boy, come here, bro, let me talk to you." And I'll be like, a donut be like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" Be like, "Who, me?" And I'll go over there. But I can just tell that Morris don't mess with them donuts. Laney Lane was good. Was good. See, here's the other thing. I don't know why my feed is not scrolling. Danita Ballard, take it easy. Don't do that to yourself. Here's the other thing. I talk about Let's Go Chef. I use a lot of cooking analogies, right? So when you're putting together a batter for a great cake or a lot of different things that go in the oven, right? You put together these recipes, you put together the batter, and sometimes, fix my shirt. Sometimes, like, you pour, in terms of relationships, you got to be able to put your batter together and take and pour this other batter and this other ingredient. They call it agent. Like, what's the agent that you're pouring into this batter that makes it rise? Can I say that again? So what's the agent that you're pouring into this batter over here, so that when it gets into the oven, right, when things heat up, right, under that heat and that pressure, because heat is a form of pressure. Heat is a form of pressure, right? So that when you get that pressure, instead of falling, remember your grandmother had them ovens, remember your mom used to cook, and they tell you don't go in the kitchen because you walk across there, it'll make that cake do what? It'll make it do what? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. It'll make that cake fall. It'll make it fall, right? But you want to be the type of agent that you pour in this batter, right? It's 2 different individuals, that when it gets in that oven and heat becomes a pressure, that cake rises. Hello? Y'all ain't hear me. I'm listen, you ain't gonna tell me I ain't on to something. You're not gonna tell me I'm not on to something with this after I do and this information. Because I don't have no degree, not from no institution, but I do have a degree from the institution of marriage and relationships and shit that I've been through. Right? You can go study it in the book all day long. You can go read about it. But I done lived it. So all I'm doing with me and April is we giving y'all the information based on the experiences we done lived. April done been a single mom. April done been married and divorced and got married again, right? I done been in a bunch of different relationships, every version of it you can think of. You know what I mean? Gaming chicks and this and that, and it's some more information y'all ain't even heard yet, and you're gonna get it. I just met with this publisher yesterday about this book I'm working on. And April and I have the first After I Do book that's halfway done. Like, we've got the outline, everything put together. And I had to go put the brakes on that book because an agent came to me and it's like, yo, we want you to write this book right here. And so I had to go, okay, cool. And they got a budget for it in advance and all of that stuff. And so I'm working on that. And then April and I were having a discussion. It's like, we got to finish the After I Do book. Because the After I Do book has so much information in it that y'all haven't even heard yet. Hello? I'm in the kitchen cooking up something. Again, that's why this platform is going to be so dynamic. That's why it's going to be so dynamic. Because we're going to be transparent. We're going to share the truth with y'all. And we ain't cutting no corners. Y'all going to get the uncut, the unstepped on, as they say in the dope game. I never did drugs and never sold drugs, but I know people who have. So, but they say that uncut, the stuff that's not stepped on, is what you want. If you really, really want to get it in this relationship space, we're going to give you the uncut, the stuff that hasn't been stepped on. Yeah, you got to have a plan for your relationship. You got to know where you're going. You got to know what you want out of this thing, right? You got to know what you want out of life first for yourself. And then when you're clear about what you want out of life for yourself, you can come to the table with another human being to partner on the relationship journey so you both are clear about where you're going. Because if you're not clear about what you want for yourself out of life, I don't know how you can get in a relationship vehicle with somebody and jump into the ride and be clear about where the two of you can go together. If you're hitchhiking, if you don't have a vehicle and you're hitchhiking, you're trying to catch a ride somewhere and somebody comes along with a ride and they're going from LA to New York driving across country, but they're going to make a stop in Texas and you don't know. And so now you're in a vehicle with them and they're going this way down south and making their way towards Texas. And you start going, but oh, wait, hold on. I think I want to go to Chicago. Oh, hold on, wait. I was thinking about going up the sea. You're not. Now the relationship vehicle is disjointed. We can't take a smooth, steady ride if you don't know where the hell you want to go. And that's what that's like. You're not clear about where your life needs to go for you first. And now you're handing it over to another life partner, another human being, and you expect them to make the journey smooth for you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to have a very smooth experience. Debbie Nesbitt, what's good? We cooking this information right now. Just Ivy Little all over the damn place, right? And there's nothing more embarrassing or annoying. There's nothing more embarrassing or annoying than somebody who doesn't have their own shit together. And now, right, is confused about the fact that they don't have their shit together and expects you to get it together for them. That's not fair, and it's not cool. It's not fair, and it's not cool. So take a second to stop and get yourself together for you first. Think about what you want out of life for you first. So that you're clear about when you're having a conversation with a life partner, you're clear about what you want for you and what you can bring to the relationship to make the relationship grow, to make the relationship a great experience for the two of you together. I'm clear about what I want out of life. When I wake up in the morning, I'm very clear. When April wakes up, she's clear. So together, when we have conversations, we're 100% clear about what we want for ourselves and what works for the relationship, because then it just becomes, okay, let's figure out what the puzzle, where the pieces go. All the pieces in the box in our relationship. And we just got to spread them out and start connecting them. And I really think, when you build in a relationship and a family and all of that stuff, they're just puzzle pieces in the box. If you got the right ones, they're puzzle pieces in the box. And then you just have to take your time taking and figuring out where all of the pieces go. And that's the journey of the relationship. Hello? Y'all don't hear me though. Juan Johnson, what's good, bro? Hello? I'm trying to give y'all some of this real information, because what I want to see, Brother Williams, welcome to the conversation. I want to see us grow as a people. I want to see more couples. I want to see healthier families. I want to see kids that are being taken care of, because these families aren't so busy, right, doing this, trying to keep the roof over their head from falling in on them, right? That they have time. They created a family dynamic where they know what their work schedule is. They know how to hustle on the side if they need to bring in the extra dollars, but they've also created an environment where they can stop and say, now this is my family time. When I walk in the door after 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or whatever, or on the weekends, this is my family time, and I can isolate this so that I can be 100% available, right, to my family, because they need that time too. We need to be able to cut off the rest of the world and isolate ourselves so that we give one-on-one attention to our family. If my son say, Dad, can we go outside and play? I need to be able to sit my phone down on the dining room table, take my keys out my pocket, go outside and disconnect from this device that is broadcasting to you all now, and disconnect from the concern about a bill collector or if anything is getting cut off, disconnect from anything else and be 100% available to throw that ball to him and watch him catch it and watch him see me watching him catch it, because that's a life connection. That's a life connection that matters, right? Or if April says, hey, I need to talk to you, right? I need to be able to stop and have the time and the awareness to go, okay, cool, sit the phone down, keys down, this down, what's good? And to be fully engaged in whatever it is that she needs to talk about. And to be in a space where I am right now, where April says, I need to talk to you, there's no consideration for, oh shit, what did I do? Or what girl, or who, or what, where was I? Or didn't I, nope, I don't have that no more. There's no consideration for who done did this and what did she see on, so there's none of that. So as soon as I need to talk to you, what's good? Right there, what's good? What you want to talk about? What you need taken care of? Oh, okay, yes, I'll handle that. Or here's how I plan to take care of that for you. Because I want her to win. I want her to feel good. Every day I wake up, I said this before too, this is my rule. Wait, did my man Paul Verner slip into the conversation? Paul Verner, did I see my bro? I thought I saw my brother Paul Verner up in here. When I wake up in the morning, Ray Beatty was good. Ask myself the question. It's like, how can I make life better for my wife and my kids? So start the day. Whatever I'm doing today, how can I use what I'm doing today to make life better for April, my wife, because she and I are on this journey together, and for my kids, who I'm responsible for up until the point that they no longer need me to take care of them. You start off the day like that, thinking about your family first, thanking God for the opportunity, right? For a good night's rest, so that I'm in the right frame of mind to be able to go out here and to make a difference. I just want to make a difference, right? Because I don't have to move the whole mountain today. I don't have to move the whole mountain today. Stop trying to move the whole mountain today. You can't do it, right? But what you can do is go out to the mountain and make your best effort, so that you know that when you go back tomorrow, you won't be moving the same dirt that was there yesterday. You're not going to go out to the mountain and stare at it. Go fucking do the work, right? And if you're really smart, you go do the work, and while you're doing the work, try to assemble a team of people of like minds to help move the mountain that much faster. I think we stumbled on something now. We talk about this mountain, I'm getting charged up, right? Because now we're talking about doing the work. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to do work. A lot of people don't want to have a conversation. But guess what I learned? If you don't do the work, if you're not willing to have a conversation, then you're wasting your time, because ain't shit gonna get done. And you got a whole lot of people that ain't willing to do the work, that don't want to have the conversation, expect something to happen. And it ain't. It ain't. So, you gotta clap your hands. You gotta clap your hands. You gotta get your blood going. You gotta feel good about life. You gotta feel good about yourself. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know what your purpose is. You gotta know that you give yourself permission to be passionate about your purpose, right? Like this stand-up comedy and comedy writing and producing and directing, this is my purpose. I know it for a fact. I've been given too many signs that I'm on the right track. And so it's led me to where I am right now. It's given me the opportunity to keep the lights on, to take care of this family, to give me the opportunity to have a conversation with you all. Because this is another part of the platform, to be able to share pieces of my journey, to let you all know that it's going to be okay. That whatever you're going through in life or in relationships, it's going to be okay as long as you make it okay. Because you can't sit back and watch it. You can't take your hands off the steering wheel of life, right? You can't take your hands off the steering wheel of life and expect it to go. Even a driverless car has to be programmed. Somebody got to put the information in. Hello? I'm trying to tell you what I know for a fact. This ain't something I read. This is something I know for a fact, right? This is something that when you know something, when you've been through it, you know it, right? In your spirit, in your life, not something that you learned. I can tell you about math and money because I've lost a lot of it. Don't tell me about money you know because you read it in a book. Tell me about the money you know because you lost it or you gained it or you know the practical application of life. So what I'm trying to share with you is this practical application, right? To let you know that it's going to be okay. But you got to put your hands on the steering wheel. And if something don't sound right, you got to pull over on the side of the road, right? And lift that hood up and look at some things and pull some things apart and figure it out. Even if you get it wrong. Even if you get it wrong, at least there will be some new information out of the getting it wrong that's going to help you eventually get it right. And at the end of the day, isn't that what it's about anyway? We're just trying to figure it out and get it right, get it together. Just try and get it right, get it together, make it work, right? I just want this relationship to work, right? So many people say, I just want the relationship to work. I want this marriage to work. But if you're not putting in the work, how can you expect it to work? If you're not having a conversation, if you're not grabbing a shovel to move the mountain ain't gonna move itself. Coffee. Okay, that's all I got for y'all today. That's all I got for y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the energy because I get charged up. Like without y'all, like without 148 people on here right now, I can't let's go chef. I can't, do it by my, if the bag don't come back, if I hit it and don't come back, then I'm just, what am I doing? Right? So all I'm saying is for everybody out there, like you can win. You're going to win. You're going to win, right? Your relationship is going to work. You're going to work. If you decide, even if you're single, right? You still can win. That's a choice. That's a choice you made. You don't have to be married. You don't have to be in a relationship with another human being. You can live a wonderful, fine life on your own, going out to experience the world, see new things and travel and love yourself and whatever you want to do. But whatever that is, it has to be a choice that you make and feel good about it. Hello? Whatever you do today, I want you to take a second and think to yourself, it's like, what is my purpose? What is it that I want for me? So that you're clear about that as you're moving through the universe, as you're moving through these relationships, as you're engaging other people. Know what you want for you first, right? And wake up in the morning charged up about that. Wake up in the morning making a step to go get it. Wake up in the morning knowing that you don't have to be angry to start the day or to move through your day angry. And so now you're affected by everybody else's bad energy. It's not how you have to live. Give yourself good health first, and it starts with this. It starts with how you feel about yourself. It starts with how you feel about yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, I promise you, I feel good about me. I feel good about me. I feel good about my chances. I feel good about anything I'm up against. And I can tell you for a fact, I don't care if you on your back feeling like you're up against the wall and about to lose it all, it still ain't your worst day on earth. Because losing it all, in my opinion, so many people are afraid of losing it all in two forms, right? Losing it all up here or losing physical possessions. But to me, losing it all just gives you a new bottom from which to learn what your true potential is. When you lose it all, you really come in communion with who you are and what you have the ability to do. Because I've lost it all. We talked about that before too. I've lost it all. Possessions, money, lost it all. And had to build from scratch. And I talked about being grateful for the opportunity to be graded to understand what my greatness is. Being grateful, thanking God for the opportunity to be graded like cheese down into the finer pieces. Great cheese, and see, on a block of cheese, graded, breaks down to all of these little pieces in order to be able to put back together again. So I'm grateful for a new understanding about what my potential is. Because now I'm in touch with what my potential is. You see what I'm saying? When you can lose it all, be broken down, sometimes God got to break you all the way down to zero, right? So that you're clear about who you are and what your new potential is. Like, now put it back together. That's the real question. It's like you can have a car, right? And somebody can come along and take the transmission apart and say, look, if you really want to get from point A to B in this car, you're going to have to put that transmission together. And when you put that transmission together and you put that transmission back in that car, guess what? You're going to feel like you're going to have a sense of accomplishment and a new appreciation for what a car can do, right? But more importantly, what you can do with a car now that you've rebuilt that transmission by your goddamn self. That's it. What else needs to be said today, right? Go out there and just be great. Know that the bottom ain't really the bottom. You have the potential. It's not losing everything ain't the worst thing in the world. It's just a new place from where you get an opportunity to start and rebuild. It's a new start, new beginnings. If you want to hashtag new beginnings, opportunity to be graded, to be grateful for being graded so that you can see that how great you really can become. All right. That's it. That's it for me today. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Share this with your friends. Tell them go check out April and Royale. You can inbox us if you have questions. If I missed something here, inbox me. I'll address it. If you want to go on the website, it's afteridotv.com. Purchase a t-shirt. But it's Thursday. Y'all go be great. Share love. Spread love. Get in touch with your purpose, though. Get in touch with your purpose. All right, let's go, Chef.